I think that would be a nice thing to do. Just taking a look at the stats from this one. Yeah, as you just saw, Ryan Gravenberch with his first goal for Liverpool. 2-0 for them, so they'll be happy to have got those 3 points on the board because it's another win for them in the Europa League. And they are top of Group E now as it stands. What do you want to say, Stevie, about Liverpool tonight?
Oh, I mean, I guess the only talking point is Núñez. I mean, you know, he's got so many people on his back about putting the ball in the back of the net that you really don't want to be missing chances like that because it's just going to make it worse for yourself. So I'm sure he'll be sitting at home tonight, disgusted with himself that he missed. But hey, the best players miss that sort of chance. It's happened before. It's just unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it's happened before with him. So is that a worry?
Look, I like Darwin Núñez a lot. And I think he's going to continue to be an excellent player for Liverpool and a productive player for Liverpool. And I think a couple of weeks ago, we saw him scoring goals coming off the bench, and it felt like that was his moment. It felt like that was the coming out party. I have no issues with Darwin Núñez, partly because I really enjoy his work and his effort and the way that he sacrifices for the team and is always willing to run in behind and run into the channels, always active. I think he fits the mold of Liverpool perfectly. But he's there to score goals. And if he's not scoring goals, then that conversation is going to come around and again, and again. You can't miss those, though. As much as I love him, that's my kind of range. I don't think you can miss from there. And that's the sort of thing that will bring attention on you, and it's not the sort of attention that you would want.
Now, Jurgen Klopp.
I agree that one was just one of those games where I felt like Klopp was treating this game like a preseason. The way he was playing it, the way the players were performing in that game, felt more like a preseason. And I think we just got the game done. We got everything done, scored the 2 goals and 6 points in the group of Europa. Exciting times. Yes, the chance of Darwin Núñez, man. Miss anything else, but not that easy chance, man. That was a tap into the ground. And I've seen so many times, especially with Cody Gakpo, he never misses those chances. And you see a player like Darwin Núñez missing, it will just bring the heat to you, which is not even necessary. At the end of the day, the team did what they could. They won the game, and we are so excited. So I don't think we really go back visit those type of moments, but you can't miss those chances, man. I'm just hoping that he is able to work on that. He shouldn't be missing those chances. But yeah, Liverpool as a home, Ryan Gravenberch, I was really excited. I saw the way he performed, and I think he deserved to get where he got. There is something that is going to come with this player. He looks so excited. He's happy. You can see that the smile is back. Scoring goals, assisting, and it's just a matter of time before he gets to the first team playing in the Premier League and stuff. But all that I've seen from him, I cannot complain. The signings of this summer, I think we have to be honest. For Liverpool, I think at the moment they had 7 out of 10. They've really delivered. McAllister having an amazing Soboslai. We can all comment and talk about what he's doing. And as well, Gravenberch, you can see Endo. I think we've seen with the 2 matches that he's really doing what he does well as a DM. So there's that excitement from the team that there is something to build up from. And we will see so much from Liverpool. But yeah, you can't be missing those chances, man. I'm going to repeat it again. You can't be missing those chances. And I'm hoping that maybe by Brighton, Darwin Núñez will also get his scoring boost and start giving back to the team. The tap-ins should be the easiest ones, and I think he's going to get so many chances, especially now that Salah has decided to become an assist merchant. That is going to be exciting to see how that goes, looking at how Liverpool are building. But it's exciting times. I'm really excited. Now let's hear what Klopp had to talk about and how people are twisting the word.
Klopp is not usually one to ask for more games during the season when there are already so many, but he would be happy to replay that game against Spurs. Speaking about it after being asked, he said, "Not as a manager of Liverpool, so much more as a football person. I think the only outcome should be a replay. Probably will not happen. The argument against that will probably be that if we open that gate, then everyone will ask for it. I think the situation is that unprecedented that something like that, as far as I can remember, never happened. That's why a replay would be the right thing."
A lot of that's there.
Okay, but okay, you're shaking your head, Stevie. You're saying, come on, why not?
See, I find this really simple, right? Forever and a day, we've had a referee and linesman officiating the game. And we all have probably, certainly us on this table, have had experiences of not getting points, losing games or drawing games when we should have won, where an official has made a blunder and it's cost us. Right? We now move into the VAR situation, which it's a great reason so that the blunders that happen in front of a referee or a linesman at such fast pace, it's a difficult job to get it right. So we have VAR in order to take the percentages of getting it wrong way down. And we knew going into it that it wasn't going to be foolproof, right? And the reason we know it's not foolproof is because there's human beings involved that can make mistakes. So what we've done with VAR is we've taken the percentages of getting it right sky high and the mistakes are way low. Now that's a plus. So if an official, because that's what the guy doing the VAR is, he's still an official, same as a linesman is, same as the referee is, same as the fourth official is, they're all officials. And he's made a mistake. So you can't go asking for a replay when an official is in a position to make a decision and gets it wrong. Is it an absolute and utter... It's incredible to get it wrong the way they did. But it really, at the end of the day, is an official getting it wrong, which we've put up with for 100 and how many years? So that's what it is. You can't be going getting replays when officials make mistakes.
We're going to be playing over half the games of a season. Listen, I think the best outcome is a change of protocols, whether it comes from PGMOL or higher up the food chain, but how issues are communicated between VAR and referee on the park or whatever it may be, that's the outcome here. The outcome here isn't a replay. That's totally unrealistic. And as a football person, to echo Jurgen Klopp, I don't want to see that.
One thing that I've heard from all these people talking, Klopp didn't say that he wants a replay. I think he made it so perfectly clear in that interview. This is why I hate so many people just bringing just a quote from what he was saying. He said that as a football person. He said as a football person, but I'm not a football person. I'm the manager of Liverpool. What could be correct is for a replay and just to get this over with. But we know we're not going to getting a replay. But we know of any decision that has ever been made, especially in this VAR era, this is the worst of them. And he didn't call that he wants a replay. He said for any football person, for the fans, a replay would make sense. And what he's actually saying is that if that could happen, he's welcome to accept it, but he's not saying he wants a replay. I think that has to be really highlighted by anybody who's really listening to what this man is saying. Because the way people are taking it out and, Stephen Nico losing his gas and whatever he's saying there, that's not fair because he did not say he wants a replay. He said it straightforward to the point that for a football person, a replay would make sense, but we know that it will never be a replay, and a lot of things will never come back to something like that. Now let's hear to my opinions, what I think. I think there should be a replay. And the reason why I'm saying I think there should be a replay, and the one thing I'm sure, there will not be floodgates of people complaining and coming, because there is nobody since the VAR has come who has ever had a legitimated goal that was disallowed, except of Liverpool. The only other team that I saw that goal being disallowed was Aston Villa. After scoring a goal, then the whistle was ringing while the goal was going into the back of the net. And in that point, the referee was saying he was judging to something, which was really unfair because it was a goal. But in this case, when you look at it, Klopp did not say he wants a replay. He said for a football person, this would make sense, but he knows that will never happen. And he even made it sure that these are humans. They make so many mistakes. And we are going to see so many mistakes happening. Either way, whether we like it or not, officials will keep making mistakes. And until we come to acceptance of it or whatever that is going to happen, we just have to know these guys make mistakes. That's what they are known for, and that's what they usually do. But he did not ask for a replay. He's just saying that for a football person, this could make sense. But as a manager of Liverpool, he's saying that these guys have to acknowledge their mistakes and move on to the next game. And one thing that he said, which I think we have to give respect to him, Klopp, he said that if any of this type of mistakes happens again, he didn't say in this game of Liverpool, if any of a mistake like similar to this happens again, a replay should also be put in, because officials will not be making a mockery out of the Premier League. In this case, a lot of people are calling it, this is a mockery officials of what they're doing. But if any other team suffers the same fate as Liverpool suffered last week, this should come to this moment. So don't twist Klopp's words. Listen to the full interview, get what he said, then you come and make noise. Because if you listen to a part of this, the mainstream medias are known for trying to choose the best part which produce more clicks. And I feel like these are some of the moments, but he didn't say he wants a replay. But of course, if these things happens and more problems like this happens, a lot of games will be replayed. But so there won't be a replay. We are 100% sure that there won't be a replay. But let's see what happens as we move forward.
Okay, I'm going to move on to another discussion of that game, because there were plenty of them, and it just keeps on giving this whole weekend of this game, Spurs against Liverpool.
Soft yellows, and on the totality should not be enough for you to be thrown out of the game. I can understand where these guys are coming from, and I can understand where the referee sees that once Diogo Jota has a yellow card and then he goes on a slight challenge from behind. It's a decision that I think from Diogo Jota's perspective is a dumb one, because now he's exposing himself. Regardless, I still didn't think that it was enough to go through the threshold of being a second yellow card, particularly when his first yellow card had happened just moments before that. So that's where I come down on it. I didn't think it was enough. Obviously, the independent panel agrees with me, so there you go. That's all you need. That's all you need in life. The independent panel to agree with you. Which, by the way, what does that mean?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
What is the value of that?
Why do we get told these things if it doesn't rescind one of those yellow cards? Do we even need to know this?
No, but I guess what we do know now is that this panel, I believe, I'm only guessing, is actually set up to help the referees and the
PGMOL.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got
A
it.
whole lot of letters.
It's a PGA tool.
A whole lot of letters.
I believe this panel may be for them to have somebody on the outside giving an opinion, former players, coaches, whatever, to try and help them out, just to have an eye from outside. That's my guess.
Why has this come out now? To your question, Kay, we could have done with it. My life would have gone on just as well without knowing.
You know,
I'm fairly certain this has zero impact on how I sleep tonight. I don't.
Whoa. What has an impact on how you sleep tonight, Shaq?
I don't understand. Other than as Stevie says that this is some kind of a tool to help the referees going forward. But otherwise, it's completely irrelevant, especially when you consider, in this case at least, it's 5 independent members, it's 3-2, so all that says is, yeah, it's a kind of divided opinion. Well, thank you very much.
We could have figured that out here in this panel.
I wasn't going to sleep tonight if I didn't know that.
As much as the ESPN guys are talking about this situation of Diogo Jota, I feel like the people exposing this, or maybe letting everyone in the world to know, was in a way trying to show the world of how much not only the Luis Diaz choice was a hard done for Liverpool, but there are also other things that followed which referees did which were not fair. First of all, this independent panel is talking about the second yellow for Diogo Jota, which some people thought that maybe it could be a yellow, and they're saying that it wasn't relevant of a yellow card. Then are we even going to talk about the first one? Because he got the first one, which he did not even touch the player. The player, when he was running, I don't know what, he got tired or something and he hit his leg and he fell on his own. So in total, that now when you think about it, this guy literally got a red card for things he didn't even do. For the Harley spirit or the whatever, the weird spirit that was touching players, got him a yellow card. But in a way, I feel like maybe like what Stephen Nico is talking about, that this independent panel is there to help out the PGMOL in terms of how they make their decision, or is it PGMOL? In terms of how they make their decisions, in terms of how they look at some decisions that they've made from an outside view for other people. Because in honesty, now you can look at it and say that maybe your ref had something in a way against Liverpool. The one who was in the 18, he was playing the game. How many yellow cards did he give? And why was he causing so much craziness in the way he was doing it? So there is a lot of things that you can look at it and maybe just say, okay, maybe it went a little bit too far, but this doesn't help anything but just add more fire in terms of what is already happening. But at least at the end of the day, we know. And we know what fans do when they see that there are referees who are against their teams. There is a guy that used to referee since 2019. I'm trying to remember his name. That guy, I think it was Martin Atkinson or something like that. That guy was hated by Liverpool fans. Every single time whenever it's playing, Liverpool fans would lose it. Lee Mason, every Gunner fan, every Arsenal fan, never wanted any game which had Lee Mason in it. Now here we have this guy, and I think he's now starting to become the next villain of the referees. And now being reviewed that he even made some crazy decisions, which were not meant to be decisions made in the game. That just makes it worse for him. I don't know. It's crazy that we're here now, but we are wondering what's going to happen in terms of how this changes the PGMOL, because they are making so many decisions that are crazy and are causing so many teams to lose the games. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of what these people are talking about and Darwin Núñez and Liverpool's win over Union Berlin? Because now we are talking about them playing another game, but we still have to refer to what happened on Saturday. That just tells you the impact of how this team was had done by the officials. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. I'll be back again with the live stream giving you my predictions today. Be ready for that one. It's exciting times. I'm out. Please subscribe.